Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, so the song, the album that really got me a lot of recognition was Car Wheels on the Gravel Road. Um, I got a couple hits off of that album, and I'm really grateful that it happened. But, I still play some of those songs, but it's also about moving forward. Because as an artist, it's really hard when you have a hit that everybody loves and they want to hear it, they don't stop wanting to hear it. And it's great when I have those shows. My audience are always fantastic, but when I go out and I have a show that I play a new song and the crowd is silent throughout and gives me positive feedback at the end, I love that. You know, you asked who my favorite songwriter is. It's Bob Dylan. You know, it's just he's the first one who really got to me. It was his combination of the older folk music with the literary tradition and his lyrics, and that sound that something was just trying to get out, and I wanted to do some of that. But so my father, Mel, as you know, was a really great writer, and I think I got a lot of that from him. I know I got a lot of that from him. And my mom was the music end of it. Yep. She was a music major at LSU. So she was learning the piano, had been learning the piano for God knows how long, since she was a little kid. And so I picked up a guitar at 12, and that was about the time people like Gordon Lightfoot and Peter, Paul, and Mary were going around. All those folk, neo-folk turned into rock traditions, and some country. There was a lot going on, and I think a lot of that translated into my music. Yeah. So I'd say I grew up in that really. I was born in Louisiana, but really affected by that folk revival happening in Greenwich Village. But just like Bob Dylan, just like those other people, I loved the folk music. I had those roots, but that music was meant to collide with rock and roll, with electric instruments, and I'm so glad it did. I am so glad it did. But I'm getting older now, still playing, and still playing pretty big venues. People are still coming out to see me, so very happy about that. Those huge venues can be really difficult. It can be extremely difficult to be on the road for such a long period of time. So you have to find ways to stay healthy, and it's hard. It's hard, and you need to take a break. That's what I tell young musicians I'm talking to. Yes, it looks great. Fame, having a show every night or every other night for the whole year, but that takes a toll on you, because you never know what that venue is going to be like, and you never know what the trip is going to be like. So hopefully you have some sort of comfy vehicle, and hopefully you're not with people who drive you up the wall, because that has happened. Yeah, and I have a lot of literary influences, like Dylan, like Bob Dylan. Like, he put literary emphasis in his songs, and I do that a lot. But also focus on my own personal things, and think about my family and the people I meet, and the regions I have lived in, have traveled through, inspire me, and I hope I can continue to make art.